Hello, everybody, and welcome to this very exciting, I want to believe it's very exciting Caswell Cook and the Peel and Eats update. Lots of stuff going on right now with Coconut Kevin. And let's go to the man himself, Caswell.
Well, the song's out there, if you've heard it. Every night I lie awake just dreaming about the future. You might have heard it, and then it goes, and I wish it could be Coconut Kevin, ass in the sand, having drinks at 11, spending his time just painting and swimming. I wish it could be a Coconut Kevin. Anyway, yeah, that's my 10-cent version of the single that's out. And we released the single at the very end of the summer, and we weren't sure what would happen with it, but things are starting to take off, and that's why I came on, and Ben's gonna ask me all these questions about Coconut Kevin, but then he disappeared. All right, so Coconut Kevin, yeah, well, there you go. So we got to tell them, first of all, where they can hear it, which is you can go to any streaming service, whether it's Spotify or iTunes, and just type in Caswell and the Peel and Eats Coconut Kevin, and you can download the song anywhere. Spotify, start a playlist, add me to a playlist. It all helps. And then our video is out there. Just Google Caswell and the Peel and Eats Coconut Kevin video, and it'll pop right up. But we have some radio stations that we're on today. Well, these are the radio stations we're on so far. Started out with WBLQ right here in Westerly, and then we had the Wolf that it's played it a few times in Connecticut, and then WELI have played it and talked about it, and it was syndicated on a couple different stations. That's an iHeart radio station. Then we moved on to Shore Life, which was a great internet radio show, and then we ended up being a few weeks ago on WNHE out of Nashville, Music City, USA. And there's a guy named Buck McCoy. And Buck has a show called New Music Monday. And I think we have a graphic for New Music Monday, because what's really cool about New Music Monday, there it is that if you get played and people request your song, then they'll play you again the next week. So we were played, and a lot of you called in, and the phone number's right on there, but I think Ben's going to be able to put the number up on the screen, or maybe even better yet, in the comments below, so that people could just click and call. All you got to do is call that number, and it takes you right to a voicemail, and just say, I vote for Coconut Kevin. So the one on the left is a different thing. That's a beach radio station. That's another radio station, a radio show I'm going to tell you about later. The number on the right is the Nashville number. I know it gets very confusing, but our song is like all over the place now. So this is it. So the 615-492-1777. You can even send them a text. It doesn't matter. It can be a text or a call, or better yet, both. If you text and you call that number and say, I vote for Coconut Kevin. But you can do it now, it's fine. But it'd be most helpful if you do it tonight in the 8 o'clock hour. So what happened was, we got enough votes to go to week 2 last week in Nashville. And then we got so many people that called in last week that we're getting an unprecedented 3rd week on New Music Monday, which is, for me, that's really cool. That station is also syndicated. And if you go back to the stations that, the sheet that has all the stations on it, it's syndicated in Las Vegas and New York. So under WNHE, there's what is that? WNYY or WNVB, I don't know. And then KKUL. So yeah, so we're on tonight. It'll be Nashville, Vegas, and New York, which is really cool. So that's in the 8 o'clock hour, which is
Did
cool.
you ever think that you'd have a single on the radio in Nashville, Vegas, and New York City?
I did not. But what's really cool is there's a guy that was sent the song, and the other one that you can pull up is that 88, the one in Cleveland, The Sting, which is tonight. And he's got a couple of shows. So there's 3 graphics that I sent you, Ben. One is the 88 point whatever format thing. You can put that up. And then there's, yes, WBWC 88.3 FM, Cleveland's modern rock alternative. So tonight, there is a show on from 10 until 12, which is another one of the graphics that's some kind of a tropical show or something. And then he's also got a show, yes, the Island Time radio show. So we're going to be on Island Time radio tonight in Cleveland. This is not internet radio. This is on a regular radio station, The Sting. So that's really cool. And then also tonight, there's another show that the same guy does on an internet radio station out of Florida, and it's a tropical radio show, which I think I sent you to right there. Tropical Play, Mondays at 6 p.m. Central Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So we're going to be on the air tonight at 7 o'clock during the 7 o'clock hour on Tropical Play. We're going to be in Nashville between 8 and 9, and then we're going to be on in Cleveland between 10 and midnight. So pretty cool stuff. And then we just got aired today. There, if you go back to the one that has all the radio stations, see the one on the upper left one. I can't even read that. Hang on. It is called. Let me see if I can. Yeah, Radio Trop Rock. It's all about the music. So that one right there is we just debuted on there today at 1:30, which is really cool. And I guess we're in rotation on that station. And that's the email I sent you, Ben. So if you want to put that email up, if people would just take that email and send, please play Coconut Kevin, beach radio station at yahoo.com. Just send a little note and then say Coconut Kevin and just say, please play Coconut Kevin. And let's see if we can get them to continue to play. Because here's the deal with that. If that radio station puts us into heavier rotation because of requests, we will get on the Trop Rock music chart. And there we would have our first like foray into the top 40 on a chart with Coconut Kevin. So that's the latest as to what's happening with the single. So, I kind of thought we put it out and we got the initial great reaction around, Rhode Island, especially in our town. And then it kind of like sat there, and now it's starting to, it's like that little, the little train that could, chugga, chugga, chugga. So now it's starting to, I don't want to say it yet that it's popping, but it's starting to bubble under, maybe is the word. So Coconut Kevin is bubbling under, which is really awesome. And then the final thing is we are taking the song to Key West, Florida, where it belongs, in its natural habitat. And I have 2 shows lined up so far. Well, it's more like I'm sitting in with people. So this is the first one coming up on Sunday, November 26th. We are going to be going to Willie T's on Duval Street. And I'm going to be sitting in with a great musician from Key West, Carrie Wolf. Carrie plays all the time down there. Her and her husband play. She has a band. She's a solo. So I'm going to sit in with her, and we're going to do Coconut Kevin. And we're also going to do Pirate Looks at 40 by Jimmy Buffett. And then I've got another gig that'll be announced in the next day or two that'll be on the 28th, which will also be on Duval Street. So we're really pushing Coconut Kevin everywhere we can possibly push it. So that's my story, Ben, and I'm sticking to it. What do you say, Ben? I
love it. Congratulations. It's an earworm for sure, as many people have told you. I think that is just awesome. What are you most excited about? Are you most excited about the radio stations? Are you most excited about it being playing it in Key West? What are you looking forward to the most?
Well, I think it'll be really cool to play in Key West, to play it in front of people that have no idea who the hell I am. It's not like here. I mean, I go to the Windjammer and they request the song. Well, they're all my friends and my people that come out and they see me on a regular basis. My wall people, my local people that like what I do. So it's cool, and it's been an awesome experience to have people like sing along and all that. But to take it to Key West, because this song is about Mesquamicut Beach and Key West, because that's where Coconut Kevin lives. And what's really cool is Coconut has long since departed from Westerly weeks ago. He was out of here, and he is in Key West right now. So it's like he's going to be part of the tour. And I just can't, fly a 9-piece band to Key West and do a tour. So I'm kind of doing it this way where, sitting in with local musicians. So if there's a local musician that knows another local musician in Key West, the week I'm going to be down there, which is the day after Thanksgiving until the 30th, I'll come and sit in with any band I mean, you guys have to learn the song, but that's that. Tonight we're actually having band practice, which is really cool, and we're going to be working on the next song, which is called Beach.
Now, how did you come up with the name for that?
Yeah. Well, the chords are nice. I'll give you a sneak peek. We haven't recorded this or nothing, but so it's kind of like this. It's kind of it starts off a little melancholy, and it's about like my wife always comes up with the ideas for these songs, and then I say, oh, that's a good idea. So like Coconut Kevin, she's like, I wish I could be Coconut Kevin, and I'm like, there's a song, and then she's like, I wish we could just put down our phones and just like get out of here, sort of thing. And that's where it came up. So like one of the verses in the new song that we haven't recorded is, put down the phone and let Siri pick up. So it's like it's got this vibe, and then the chorus is let's all go to the beach. I wanna go to the beach. Cold weather sucks, let's get some relief. I know a place that's within our reach, so let's all go to the beach today. It's simple, but it's kind of got that Buffety, that vibe. So we're working on that tonight. And then another song that I've talked about called the Mushroom Song, which is kind of like Parrot Heads meet Deadheads. So we're on a roll. We've got 3 songs that are recorded at our studio, Bob Cowley's studio in Pawcatuck, Coconut Kevin being the only one we've released. But we had 2 others that we recorded during COVID. And then we're going to go in the studio hopefully in a few weeks and record Beach and Mushroom. And then I'm thinking that we're going to do like a Buffett's. I think we're going to do Pirate Looks at 40 by Buffett. I think our band does it well. And I think we're going to release that as a cover, as a tribute for Jimmy. So, and it goes with what our band does, yacht rock with a parrot head twist. So that's kind of where we're at with the whole Coconut Kevin thing. But put that one up with the radio stations again, because I wanted to give a shout out to one of them, and now I forgot what the name of it. Yeah. So the cool one is, so they're all cool. I don't want to say the cool one. I love all these folks for playing our song. I'm like excited about it. And by the way, this Beach Radio one on the bottom left, that was the one that we debuted on earlier today. The Trop Rock one is the one that's on tonight. And then Shore Life is another one in Florida. I didn't mention that. But this WNHE, which is out of Nashville, there's a great lady named Debbie. And I think, so I'm new to this whole thing, So I had found this guy, Buck McCoy, because there's a girl named Becca Dowland. You might remember her, Ben. She sang when we were doing those online things, like we did the online luau and we did like the online Springfest. Becca Dowland was one of the artists, and she has a song that is on the charts, independent music charts and so on. And she was part of this whole WNHE thing. So that I called her and said, who do I contact? I contacted Buck. Buck said, hey, send the MP3 over to Deb. So then I guess I kind of bugged Deb, which isn't the best thing to do to a radio person. And she was kind of pissed and kind of put me in my place. And she's like, listen, you don't know what you're doing. And I'm like, you're right. I don't know what I'm doing. So help me out. Anyway, now we talk a lot and she's helping me out. And so she's probably going to get us on the Independent Music Network in next month in December. And if our song does well on that network of radio stations, internet and regular radio stations, it can go on the independent. We could get on the independent charts or on the Bubbling Under charts. So, I would love it if we could make that happen. I'm still waiting to get on Radio Margaritaville. I think I need to show that we're on a few more stations and see if we can hit a chart for trop music. And then I think the Buffett people might let us on. But I'm still hoping for Radio Margarita. If you go to the Radio Margaritaville website, it says you can request a song, and you can always request Coconut Kevin. I would say on any radio station you listen to, if they have a request line or a request email, just send an email, say, play Coconut Kevin by Caswell and the Peelanites, and we'll see where we get. So that's the update on Coconut Kevin, and thank you all for watching, and please call that number, send that email, and tune in tonight to one of those different places and tell them, thanks for playing that song. We like it.
Listen, we have a radio station right now that we launched specifically just to air the sports games that we were already airing when people could only listen to them on audio. And we have gotten a lot of requests for Coconut Kevin on there. So, and they've come from a various amount of emails. We've got caswellcook@gmail.com, ccook@yahoo.com, misquamikit@hotmail.com. All the people have emailed us to play the song.
You're funny.
No, but for real though, it is on that station as well. I was telling Dave that
3, 2, 1.
I was telling Dave just to play it just on loop, right? We'll just play it on loop until Thanksgiving. From now until Thanksgiving, it's just Coconut Kevin.
I'm not going to say no.
I am.
The thing is, I get paid 7 cents for every 1,000 streams. So if you did play it on a constant loop, I might get a cent by Thanksgiving.
Haley said that she called and voted so many times.
Well, I am a person that has always, tried to get people to vote for me. And this time it's a lot easier because you don't have to vote for me for a political office. You just have to vote for my song. And then Ben doesn't know this, but when we go in the studio and we record our version of Pirate Looks at 40, Ben's going to film the video in the studio, which is great. So
okay, I didn't know that, but that's all right. All right.
My wife says about. Oh, Jesus, my chair. That sounded great.
And we have a new song by Caswell and the Peelanites.
Yeah. But my favorite song to still play is Lady Madonna, even though it's got nothing to do with trop rock. Anyway, so my wife, George Tattersall, he's a very talented guy, and he built Junkin' Java. His wife told him what to do, but he did the physical work. And by the way, Junkin' Java, Coconut Kevin is like on all the time in there. I get texts from people saying, I'm in Junkin' Java and they're playing Coconut Kevin. So I love that. But my wife says everybody needs a George, because he's very talented. Well, I think everybody needs a Ben because all the videos, the graphics, all that stuff, I have no clue, or I'd have to actually learn how to do it. And I just bug Ben all the time in between the paid jobs. I would like to say also, don't judge anything that's appeared on screen right now from that, because I've been doing this from my phone at the office. I don't have my computer with me, so. Oh yeah.
Don't judge the quality of my work on the screen. Thank you.
Well, thank you all, and we could just end with the graphic of all the stations Coconut Kevin is on so far. I don't know, because I'll play you out. All right, Ben, you can fade it whenever.